All right, we need to create our site. So the way that we do that is we go to our site floor plan. Once you're there, you are going to mainly use the massing and site tools. So you're going to create a topo surface at -1 inch. Type in -1 inch for your elevation, and then you're going to click on the 4 corners of this box and hit your green check mark. So right now we have like a pretty much dirt surface. We then want to split face this surface using the split surface tools. And then I'm going to click on it. And then you're going to use the spline tool. It's really important that you don't go click happy, but you do want to outline the lake. So I'm just going to click every so often. You will not make this lake perfect. If you try to do that and you go click happy, it will not work. It will fail and you'll be frustrated. So I'm just doing a click every so often, getting the general shape of the lake. And I would do it, you know, maybe closer to like near your site, right? You might want that lake looking better at your lot. So maybe a few more clicks, not too many, a few more clicks where your lot actually is. And then this gets kind of finicky. You're going to want to get it as close as you can, but you don't want to actually connect the dots. So that's where I started, so I got it close. I'm then going to hit enter on my keyboard, so that sets it in stone, and hit escape, and then I will connect it with a line. You cannot try to connect a spline to a spline. You want to use the line tool. So as soon as you do that, you're going to hit your green check mark, and now you have a separate surface. See how it's outlining it? Keep that highlighted, and you're going to copy and paste this surface on top of each other. So I'm going to go to copy to clipboard, and then I'm going to do paste, and I'm going to say align to current view. And now I have two surfaces right on top of each other. And so I'm going to click on one of those surfaces now. Let me kind of clear off to the side. Okay, so it is selected. It's telling me I have selected it. And now I'm going to edit the surface of it. And there's a bunch of, I'm going to get off realistic. I'm going to go to hidden line. And now you see all my points. So now I'm going to click and drag over all of those points. Oh, excuse me, I lied. We're just going to add points at the bottom. So we're going to give our lake some depth by placing a point at -25 feet. And then I'm just going to kind of like make some points down at the bottom. You might not see them, but they're there. And then hit my green check mark. So let's go check out in 3D view what we've done so far. I know it's kind of dark, but see how you have your lake? So there's my lake. It drops down. You can see there's another surface on top of it, and then my wraparound surface. So I have one surface, two, and then there's another one kind of on top that's harder to grab. There. Okay. All right. So our next step is to move the actual lake down. So I'm going to click on the front box. I'm going to click on my lake because right now the lake and that other flat surface are battling each other. And so I'm going to move it down just a few inches. So I'm going to zoom in nice and close. I'm going to grab my move tool and I'm going to click right up here. And I'm going to go down just a couple of inches. So like 2 inches is enough, 3 inches, just straight down, nothing too big. And the reason for that is we want the actual lake surface to be below the level of our like flat top water surface. Okay. And then the next thing that we need to do is do the sand and beach area. So we're going to go back to our site plan. And I'm going to go back to realistic. We're going to click on the surrounding area and we're going to split surface that to make a beach. So I'm going to go to massing and site, split surface. And now I might want to make it hidden line so I can see. I'm going to select my surface. And now I'm going to use my spline tool. And again, I'm not going to go click happy. And I'm just going to kind of make like a narrow beach that wraps around my lake. All right. And again, you're not going click happy. And, you know, you can like about 5 feet. This is probably further than 5 feet, so you can make it more narrow. But this surface is going to be like sand. Again, do not go click happy. Kind of get it close. Beaches aren't perfect. That's also what you have to remember, right? Some are wider at some parts and narrower at others, so no big deal if it's not perfect. And again, you cannot connect two splines, so I'm going to hit enter. And then I'm going to go to my line tool to connect them. Let me hit escape first, line. See if it'll grab. It's kind of being finicky. And then I'm going to hit my green check mark. So now I have a separate surface there. So that would be my beach. I then have the grass area, which is here. I have my water area. And then I have my area below the lake. That will be dirt. So you'll go to your PowerPoint with the next slides and you'll change all the materials of these different surfaces.